it's also important to put the discussion in proper perspective so that we know exactly where we are and we do not pat ourselves on the back and be complacent. I've heard claims that rice production has gone up suddenly because of the planting for foods and jobs, and they are mentioning 650,000 metric tons.
Yes,
harvested. But you see, that figure is rather disappointing. If all that PFJ has achieved is that figure, then it's disappointing because as of 2014, we were doing about 604,000 metric tons of locally produced rice. That was an increase from 301,000 metric tons in 2008. So if between 2014 and now, the only increase we can boast off is under 46 or 47,000 metric tons, then we have not done as much as we should. What it means is that something has been lagging. So it's important that we don't throw about figures and pat ourselves on the back when progress has been excruciatingly slow. I don't think that if this is being touted as an outcome of the planting for food and job, then we are doing much. But there's a lot.
So from what is being done with the planting for food and jobs, the good news should have been
we should have been hitting about 1 million metric tons.
Doubling or even
exactly. Then we can heave a sigh of relief and say that we are doing something right. Now you speak about a glut, which means that even though they have produced this quantity of rice, they are having difficulty convincing the Ghanaian consumer to consume it so that they will have a ready market to market their goods. I heard somewhere during the week.
If you, I don't know if I got him correctly, it's not really about first convincing the Ghanaian consumer, but getting it out of the farm gates.
Yeah, but again, so if you have planting for foods and jobs, you supply farming inputs to farmers. And then after they have produced, you are unable to get or convey the produce from the farm gates to the market. Then you have a problem. It means that the intervention is not far-reaching enough because you need a whole chain of activities to be able to start from planting to harvesting to marketing. Okay. So it is absolutely imperative that we get that right. But you see, it will not happen overnight. We need to take some deliberate steps in order to ensure that this is achieved. First of all, I'm not one of those who believes that we should shut our borders to rice imports as a way of encouraging local production of rice. That is protectionism, and we are a relatively small economy. And if countries who are affected by that measure decide to retaliate, it could create a difficulty for us. We may not survive it. What I believe we should do is to position our farmers to be very competitive so that what they produce can compete with rice imported from anywhere. Now, to be able to achieve that, we need to lower the production cost for them so that after they've planted, they've harvested, they've polished it and done all of that, the prices at which they sell the rice will be competitive. So that if you go to a shop today and you went to the store and found rice produced in Ghana or one produced from Thailand, the only difference will be your taste. Okay. In terms of price, in terms of packaging, in terms of quality, it is high up there. So what incentive is there to go and eat rice imported from Thailand? The other issue is that they also need to do something about the quality because we live in a competitive environment. Consumer behavior is dictated by.
You spoke about that as being a major concern for the importers.
Yes, so what we need to do is to put a lot more money into enhancing the quality so that it can be destoned, it can be milled. If it is perfume that needs to be applied, even if it is brown rice, it ought to be done in a manner that meets certain specifications. That way, you don't leave the consumer any choice than to purchase it because the price is competitive, the quality is also good. Indeed, I have been to Nigeria and eaten rice made in Nigeria. Well, of course, you can argue that they don't allow rice imports. But the quality of the rice in Nigeria is quite below the standard of what is imported. And yet, they consume it faithfully. I know of stories where Nigerians travel, they are served with rice from other countries and they refuse because they think that it is not compatible with the position that they've taken to market their own rice. So that needs to happen. Yeah. Again,